Please welcome back the master of motion, X-Play's Adam Sessler. Was it pre-waving hello or activating the Kinect?
Yeah,
which one were you doing?
I don't know which. Everything is just like, oh, I'm just going to go home and say, Xbox, make me a pizza.
And it won't.
And my wife will go, up yours.
At least she responds to Xbox. That's
exactly.
Nice. Now, the motion controller is finally here. First revealed as Project Natal. Now we know it, and maybe we'll love it as Kinect. But it differs, of course, from the PS3 and the Wii in that there are no controllers. Your body is the controller.
Yes,
There's no buttons, right?
Oh, no. There aren't, and it works that way.
Yeah?
I mean, I was skeptical. And, just lately, suddenly I started to see it in a way where it's like, oh, this is actually, doing what I need it to do. Mm-hmm. It's the game's going like that. I'm hitting things. I'm like, ooh, I'm exercising by sweeping the leg or
Adam,
whatever
you're just navigating the menus. Relax.
Exactly.
That's basically.
I'd say one of the parts that's probably most impressive is the way that the voice recognition and the camera tracking works.
Yeah, not many people have talked about the voice recognition. I mean, it allows you to control media playback, menu navigation, everything with your voice.
Right, and so if you first have to yell out Xbox. I was hoping you could name your Xbox.
That'd be so sweet.
I could maybe call it the dog from The Jerk, but it works very well. You can also use your hands to navigate stuff. That's really impressive, but the video chat is what threw me, because it is set up with these 4 microphones, and it just knows how to prioritize who, if you're with other friends, it should be favoring. And then when I was talking to Dana Vincent, who is upstairs, she was at home, and she happened to just get up, say, to show something to me.
Sure.
And the camera panned up to track her. It took me about a good 5 seconds because I'm so used to television.
Right, realizing that there's motors in there and it was doing
Same thing happened moving to the left or the right. There really is some interesting technology that, hopefully can be applied to games and do something interesting in the future.
Let's talk about the games because, yes, the hardware is cool, but it doesn't matter if the games aren't compelling or interesting. So let's talk about the launch titles.
The games are good. The big one is Dance Central. It is a dance game. I think just in saying that, I know a lot of people that will like that. One of those people is not me.
Right,
It's just, it is asking you to dance by yourself or with your friends in a room. This is the one that probably had a lot of promise that we didn't care for as much, and this is Kinect Joyride. Once again, I think it shows the limitations of not having a controller, because you're standing in front of it, simulating holding a steering wheel.
Right. It's all the fun of grabbing a wheel without actually grabbing a wheel.
Yeah, exactly. Now, this is an interesting one, Kinectimals. I think I spent more time making fun of this since E3 than just about anything else other than myself.
Right. I will admit, I spent about 10 minutes petting a furry tiger at one of the Microsoft parties.
I mean, it is...
I mean, I was hammered, but I still totally... I play with Skittles like there was no tomorrow.
I think what that game shows is that you and I may not be the intended demographic, at least at launch. That there's a lot of these games...
Wait, for Kinectimals? Come on.
Yeah,
no,
I am not the intended. That, they do skew young, they do skew for families. I think they'll have a lot of fun with them. But at the end of the day, it is still that... It's not that sense of, oh, I'm going to have a long-term relationship with this game. That, hey, I'm going to be up till 3 in the morning.
This is the hit it and quit it, here's your cab fare Kinect.
Right,
sort of
and if you have friends over and you have some beers, bingo, hit it and quit it.
Okay, got it. No,
that's a way to connect.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're going to change their pamphlets now. All right, let's show off one of the games, Kinect Sports, which some people immediately, you talk about that skepticism that games have. They said, well, these are just all the Wii Sports games coming out.
And you know what?
And they are.
This is a good example of how it's different.
Right.
Also, and not having the controller, this is the boxing part. And then, think about, if I have my... Let's move it over there.
All right. So you're just using your hand to select resume.
Right, there we go.
Now, earlier I was having problems tracking me. I even changed my shirt. I was wearing, we thought maybe it was because I was wearing plaid.
Most people don't use games in television studios, so we're going to give it a little bit of room over there.
So we raise above our heads.
All right.
And now what I love is I can turn left to right. You power punch me, then I can get down there. You can do the rub and tug. Get in there. Get in there. Yeah.
Left hand.
Fireball.
Oh, I'm on the ground.
Okay, so now, is there a get up?
I gotta go punch these stars, because that's how it happens in the real ring.
All right, now what if I just throw the arms out like this? Oh, look, you can see it on my screen. Yeah, get it. Get it. I'm just gonna tap dance.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, it's tracking.
It actually is doing it. Oh, Jesus.
Wow, look at that. I mean, like right there, I have to say, not having a Wiimote, not having the move control in my hand does make this a little bit more organic and fun.
So way to knock me out, because I want to show off something else when we wrap this up. Oh, jeez. All right. Like, wasted no time on that one. You're like, all right. You're living out the fantasy of many G4 employees and many viewers at home. All right, so I'm going to stay knocked out because I want them to see kind of how it incorporates the camera and some other stuff once it's over here. I'll probably have to stand here, though.
Once again, but you moved out and you come back in and it tracks you. It's a lot more user-friendly than a lot of the other motion controls.
And I love, the drop-in, drop-out nature of it. Someone else was playing, I hopped right in and it went. Also, we didn't even mention facial recognition.
Yes, it does. It does recognize your face. I know this has caused a lot of paranoia among some people.
Right.
I don't think I'm special enough that Microsoft would really care. But yeah, it does recognize your face that way. Sort of when you return, it will recognize who you are. It really does. There's all this neat integration that really takes into consideration how people might enjoy it at a party with friends. Yeah, it doesn't seem to think that you want to stay there for 5 hours.
Sure.
So it doesn't want to make it hard for you to get in and out.
Get in and get out. Yeah. So if there is there a launch title that's a must-have, do you think, for the Kinect for those that are picking it up today?
Dance Central is the one that is almost universally being acclaimed. Once again, it means you have to dance.
Right.
So just it's not sit central.
And here I just want to show off again what I was talking about. You can see this is what the Kinect camera was seeing, or that's what it was seeing after the round, I suppose. Or no, that was
that's before.
That was before.
Yes,
so it was recording even before.
Getting our noses powdered for an exciting boxing.
So it was recording even before then.
Yeah, it finds things that it finds memorable. It actually it does dynamically decide like how they want to which photo it wants to pick, and it finds a name.
That was the taunt, the Russian dance to knockout. That's kind of cool, and I like that it does have that sort of social aspect too. You can share the video and do other stuff with it. It's neat. Obviously, you can get the Kinect sensor along with its launch title, Kinect Adventures, for $150. Now, that's a significant price point when it's an add-on to a console.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a family,
I
think it's a great idea. I mean, you're going to pacify your kids enough that you might have some peace and quiet as they pet a tiger.
Okay, so that's good for that. For the more hardcore segment, is this a
I think unless you have to be the early adopter, you can take a breather and see if that game that really makes it for that really sells it for you comes out.
All right, Adam, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thanks for knocking me out. Adam Suss from Next Play. Everybody, the Xbox Kinect is in stores now.